Namaste everyone and welcome to our channel. I am so excited to guide you through building your very first Spring Boot REST application programming interface. In this 5-minute whiteboard tutorial, we will demystify what a REST application programming interface is, understand why Spring Boot is a fantastic choice for developing them, and even write some actual code together. By the end of this video, you will have a clear understanding of the basics and be ready to create your own web services. So, grab your virtual markers and let us dive into the exciting world of Spring Boot REST application programming interface development. Alright, let us start by understanding the building blocks. A Spring Boot REST application programming interface is essentially a way for different software systems to communicate with each other over the internet. Imagine your phone application asking a server for the latest weather data. That request and response happen through an application programming interface, and if it follows the representational state transfer architectural style, we call it a REST application programming interface. Spring Boot makes developing these services incredibly easy and fast, handling much of the complex setup for you automatically. It is built on top of the powerful Spring framework, but simplifies configuration, allowing you to focus purely on your business logic. This means less boilerplate code and more productivity for us, which is fantastic for beginners. Our next step is to create a REST controller. Think of a controller as the brain that receives incoming requests from clients and sends back responses. We create a simple Java class and annotate it with @RESTController. This annotation tells Spring that this class handles web requests and automatically converts the return values into a format like JavaScript object notation or extensible markup language. Inside this controller, we define methods that map to specific uniform resource identifiers using annotations like @getMapping. For example, @getMapping, hello means this method will execute when someone accesses the hello path via an hypertext transfer protocol GET request. This method will then return a simple string, which Spring Boot automatically sends back as the response. It is very straightforward. Let us build a slightly more practical example, a simple application programming interface for managing items. First, we define a simple plain old Java object called item with properties like ID and name. Then, in our item controller, we will create methods to handle different types of requests. For example, a @getMapping items method will retrieve all items, and a @postMapping items method will allow us to add new items. The @requestBody annotation is used with @postMapping to tell Spring to convert the incoming JavaScript object notation payload from the client into our Java item object. This makes it super easy to receive data from the client, process it, and send back a response, creating a fully functional, albeit simple, application programming interface. As you embark on your Spring Boot journey, there are a few common pitfalls to avoid and best practices to adopt. A frequent mistake is forgetting to add the correct annotations, like @RESTController or @requestMapping, which can lead to your endpoints not being recognized. Always double-check your imports as well. Another common error is using incorrect hypertext transfer protocol methods, for example, trying to retrieve data with a POST request instead of a GET request. Remember, GET is for fetching, post is for creating, put is for updating, and delete is for removing. For best practices, always use meaningful uniform resource identifiers that describe the resource, like API items instead of API getStuff. Also, structure your code cleanly into packages for models, controllers, and services, even in small projects. These habits will make your code robust and maintainable. And that brings us to the end of our beginner's guide to Spring Boot REST application programming interface development. We have covered what a Spring Boot REST application programming interface is, how to set up a project, create your first controller, and even build a simple item management application programming interface. Remember, practice is key. Try creating different endpoints, experiment with various hypertext transfer protocol methods, and build your own small projects. Spring Boot is an incredibly powerful tool, and with these fundamentals, you are well on your way to becoming a skilled backend developer. If you found this tutorial helpful, please give it a big thumbs up, share it with your friends, and do not forget to subscribe to our channel for more exciting Java programming tutorials. Keep coding, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you, and bye-bye.